Bev, thanks so much. 9 minutes now before 10 o'clock. Hey, it's football season. No, the Redskins are at minicamp. The Divas are actually playing. We're going to hear from a couple of the players for the Divas. The area's most successful franchise when it comes to playing football.
You're watching News Channel 8 live this morning. More local, more often.
7 minutes now before 10 o'clock. Hey, are you ready for some football? We're not talking about Redskins. All they're doing is mini-camp. They're always undefeated in those. We are talking about the winningest pro franchise in our area over the past 8 years, the DC Divas. They're one of more than 40 teams nationwide in the International Women's Football League. The all-women, all-tackle team has players with all kinds of day jobs, everything from a lawyer, police detective, to a wellness consultant. Joining us live this morning, a couple of the Divas players. Donna, the Animal Wilkinson, she's a tight end, and Poison Ivy Tillman, one of the Divas linebacking core. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. By the way, you're 2-0 DC Divas, by the way. Let's talk about one of those wins. You went up to Detroit and played a storied franchise in ladies football, and you were ahead 35-0 at the half when the Lightning came and they called the game. You didn't just beat them, you whipped them soundly. Talk about that game a little bit.
Wow, well, that was a really special game for us. Detroit and us have had a really good rivalry since their inception. They've won 4 championships, we've won 1, and the rivalry takes you back and forth, and when it takes you to a team that's not lost by more than 16 points, has not ever been shut out, and we go and we just take it to them and just physically dominate them. It really gave us a kind of a viewpoint of where we're at this season, playing a team like that and just really taking it to them.
How good are you, Ivy? I mean, is there the tendency to sort of to measure yourself against the other women's teams? Or do you look at college football sometimes and say, we could give those guys a game?
Absolutely. That's the only thing we had to look at was, guys football. But now that we've been in the league 9 years, we do watch the other teams. But we feel like we're at the top of the league. So we feel like people measure themselves against us.
What's it like when you say, I am a pro football player? I mean, is there that immediate sort of, or that at first kind of like, well, wait a minute, did I hear that correctly sort of moment?
For us, it's amazing to be able to play the game. But other people are like, women tackle football? Yeah. We're like, absolutely. It's the real deal. Smash mouth football, just like the guys play. It's not watered down.
Yeah, and I think people are real excited. I mean, I meet people, they're just so excited. They can't believe we're playing. But once they realize what we're doing, a lot of support for us, and the way we approach the game, the respect we give it, how hard and how dedicated we work 8-9 months out of the year to play this game, and to go into a game tomorrow night against Pittsburgh, another storied franchise that we're looking to battle with.
And that's an important thing. You make a real good point there about the commitment that something like this takes. Now, it's one thing if you were playing in the NFL, where you're really getting compensated for what you're doing. That is your full-time job. But for you, it may be the most fun, but it is not maybe the big income producer, is it?
No, that's right. We all have full-time jobs, and this is like having a second full-time job.
How do you balance the two?
You love it. You love to play. If you don't love to play, you're not out there because the commitment's too much, and what you put your body through to play the game of football is pretty tremendous. So,
you talk about Pittsburgh. Tell me a little bit about them. How good are they?
Well, they're great. They're 2-0 like us. They have a championship just like us, but we have the better record against them.
The undefeated DC Divas. Two of the players, Donna the Animal Wilkinson and Poison Ivy Tillman. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us. Best of luck against Pittsburgh.
Well, big game tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Sports and Learning Complex.
There you go. We'll step away for just a bit at the top of the 10 o'clock hour. Back with more news. We invite you to join us.